We humans share this planet with approximately another 8 billion species. This isn't always easy, as there are 7 billion of us, and counting. Whether human or not, all animals depend on nature to provide the water we drink, the food we eat, the air we breathe, the functions of life on Earth as we know it. With limited resources, it can sometimes seem like humans versus everything else. Rather than competing, can we successfully and sustainably share the one planet we have with all of its other inhabitants? The Wildlife Conservation Society, or WCS, has boots on the ground in more than 60 countries. We want to save the best wild places on Earth, and so do the people who live there. One handy tool in our extensive toolkit is conservation enterprise. Conservation enterprises are businesses that are good for nature while providing economic benefit to local communities. Let's break it down. Did you know you can eat rice and save a revered national bird in the process? For decades, WCS has worked to preserve the biodiversity in the northern plains of Cambodia. This place is home to one of the greatest numbers of large mammals and water birds found outside the savannas of Africa. One bird in particular, the giant ibis, was thought to be extinct until an image of this amazing creature was captured unexpectedly on a WCS camera trap. Before appearing, the national bird of Cambodia had become almost mythical, and yet here it suddenly was, nesting in the remote rural community of Tamat Bawi, a village of just over 200 families. The nesting grounds were found right among the people. A new tool was needed to ensure the giant ibis's continued survival, and thus Ibis Rice was hatched. A wildlife-friendly product, Ibis Rice is a brand of naturally grown jasmine rice, linking farmers with customers who care about protecting wildlife. The farmers around Tamat Bawi receive a higher price for their rice when they follow conservation rules, including wildlife protection and maintenance of land use boundaries. Today, Ibis Rice is the premium rice in Cambodia, served in high-end hotels and retailed in all major supermarkets. Soon, it will be available to international markets, bringing the highest value to its wildlife-friendly farmers and expanding the project. Through improved farming practices and access to higher-value markets, Ibis Rice farmers earn a better living and have an economic incentive to contribute to the conservation of the giant ibis and its habitat. In the years since the project launched, giant ibis populations are increasing, incomes are up, and the land is protected. A win for wildlife, a win for people, a win for the environment. WCS expands models like this globally through the Conservation Enterprise Development Program, or CEDP. This program provides capital, builds business capacity, and monitors impact. CEDP allocates financial, intellectual, and human resources only to the most promising and scalable conservation enterprises through a competitive process. The program's goal is to generate biodiversity, social, and economic returns, measured with clear and transparent metrics. CEDP leverages WCS's on-the-ground presence to monitor the progress and social and environmental impacts of the enterprises we support. By carefully tracking progress, we quickly learn what works and what does not under different ecological, social, and market conditions. In this way, we can implement the most effective models. WCS, we're in the business of saving wildlife and wild places. Join us.